Hey there, YouTube. How we doing today? We got another charity stream coming at you today. We're a lot closer to our goal than we were the last time I saw you guys. Um, in which we had pretty much nothing. they got 140. We got 140 pounds sterling left to go on a 500-pound goal. And this is Safe in Our World. It is a charity apparently intended for um game developers and gamers that are going through, well, they're going through their own issues. I'm not going to say they're crazy. I'm crazy. I admit that openly. But there are folks with some with real problems that with real problems along that path, and yeah, if you can give them a paw, if you can afford to give them a paw, then go for it. Please do. I'm sure if you send them a couple bucks, they would be thrilled. There's some incentives for um, including some game keys that can be a couple of game keys I can hand off. Um, if one if one fronts up at least 10 quid. And I do have a couple. I've also got a pile of others that if it gets that bad, I've got a whole. If it gets enough, I'll have a whole pile more. There's also a raffle for another thing. I forget what it was. Um, if you kick up enough, it's well, there are games involved, so we're gonna go with that. All right. Um, with me today, I have Len once again. Hello, Len.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for legal reasons. I also am crazy. Yeah, it's I've been told I shouldn't publicly admit that I'm evil. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm mentally unwell.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, goblins they be like that. We'll just move on from there. So
Yeah.
we're not going to get into a new segment. I'll have plenty of that for you guys for the regular watchers at 11 a.m. tomorrow, Pacific time. You may have noticed I'm not running Cyberpunk this time because, well, swap it up a bit. Um, but most tellingly, I'm not playing Fallout 4 like I had been hoping. They updated it again a couple of days ago, and shit still ain't working.
Oh, broke it again.
All right. Honestly, they did an update. I knew they were going to do an update sometime this week. I had hoped it would be maybe later than it was. But they warned us in advance. I knew it was coming. I did nothing to stop it. And even if I had done something to stop it, I probably still wouldn't. I can downgrade it if I really want to go back to the pre-anniversary edition days. But
Yeah,
frankly,
there's
I
one of
would
the
much
more
rather.
popular mods.
What? Yeah. Well, the ones that were primarily affected were the ones that required SKSE. Or, no, F4SE.
Yes.
Fallout 4 script
Yeah.
extender. The other
Yeah.
thing
So
is
like 90% of the mods.
no, not that many. I only used about 10 or so total.
Huh.
And a couple of mods that relied on those. Um, but in this particular case, it also included smack-tard, a whole smack-tard pile of additional creations that that were a part of that thing. Yeah, that ended badly. That ended very badly. Because there's not just a load order limit. There's also a BA2 limit, which you can partially bypass or at least extend immensely if you have the script extender, whether you're using any mods for it or not. It's a thing that I am now finding myself strongly recommending, having never actually run these games without it. So that's the thing that happened.
Right.
Later on, I'd be making cookies. I will make cookies with 2 different types of chocolate chips, like a heathen. And maybe some marshmallows. Haven't decided on the marshmallows yet. Might do those. Actually, will probably do those, but I have to have a leavening agent of some description first, which I will have to go out for. Anyway, so
I will allow it only if when they come out of the oven, you shout, "It's alive! It's alive!"
I might anyway. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you right now, my shit is terrible at baking. I tend not to want to do that because that's just we're just gonna leave it at that, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just grab something here real quick. That being said, I still have to get the Snark Patrol together, or what elements I can at the moment. Um, during during broadcast night. So yes, I'll be on the Discord later to like to talk shit about the difference between Edward James Olmos and Lauren Green. In my order of preference for that particular role.
I'm on Team Green.
Huh?
I have no idea who these people even are, but I'm just going to be a contrarian anyway.
Those are the two men that have played Commander William Adama. In case some of you were waiting to be for your particular little wiggly to be brought into existence in the mid from the mid 70s to the early 80s. Yeah, Lord Green did lots of stuff, but he is most known as Pa Cartwright from Bonanza, and as Commander Adama from the original Battlestar Galactica. Edward James Olmos is known for lots of stuff. Most notably, a film, if I remember correctly, was called Stand and Deliver, about a dozen or so Latino kids that actually no, it was almost 20 Latino kids that passed the AP exam and wound up having to do it twice because nobody believed it. Least of all the AP board. I think a couple of them dropped off shortly before the test, and the last just failed outright. Just failed. They failed to score a passing grade. The rest of those kids managed the AP calculus test, and he was playing the part of the teacher, who in fact was a real guy that actually did that thing. So yeah, good movie. It would have been a lot worse if it weren't for Jim Olmos. That's or EJ Olmos. Rawr. the man actually has a fucking acting range. That's what I'm gonna say. Unlike, say, Keanu Reeves, who doesn't and never did. So, now that I'm finished with my hot take on Keanu Reeves, how about we get to some game? Does that sound good for people? I'm thinking that would be fun. And I forget that this thing has Bethesda disease. It's either all the screen or teeny weeny eye strain of vision. You can get 1280 by 720 or whatever your native desktop resolution is, whichever it feels like they want to let you have. I have to set it for 1280 by 720 because I have screen real estate issues and I need to make sure I have that available to me. All right, so now I will tell it to unshut up, and we will go on about this, and we will get on with this. So, couple of things to note: people have missed the opening hours of Fallout 76 today. I set up a character last night and got a fair ways into it before, just enough to make sure that the character in question was established before anything really before humiliating myself. I am not fond of the new method that they have for setting up characters. It used to be you could grab a couple little booster packs off the table, and then try and work up a build. They gave you this time they give you some preset builds, some of which are really, really, really not worth talking about. And you have to go from there. But on the flip side, they do armor you to whatever builds you asked for. Mine was the gunslinger, and they gave me a really nice 10mm to start the game with, and more than 500 rounds of ammo. And what do they have? Atomic shop. Ooh, utility stuff, please.
So yeah, your Commander Adama, or I forget the name, but that reminded me. It's I'm still trying to get my Fallout 4 and the mods to actually work, which is looking more and more Sisyphean. But after I do that, I am going to have to start building some more pylons in my camp.
Yeah, probably. I don't know what a reroller is. See, this is the one thing that annoyed me when they did this. They said they weren't going to do. They said it was going to be no more than. It was going to be no more than the stuff and the things of cosmetic shit. And they swore up one side and down the other they were not going to do anything with game effects.
Well, it's like the more I thought about it, I realized that it actually isn't pay to win, because the only winning move is a refund.
I agree. Yep, that's right. I went into and since I paid Bethesda directly for mine, the refund policy wasn't nearly as generous. And even if by the time I got to it, even if I had done such a thing, it would be even if I had gone to see him, I still would. By the time this shit started happening, and Fallout 1 or Fallout First, which was the other one that broke, which drove me ape shit and bugger nuts.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing. And it would have been way too late. I had way too many. I had already a couple hundred hours in.
Yeah.
So they waited a few months before they did that, and people that would have refunded immediately upon them pulling that shit couldn't.
Yeah. Of course, people who would have refunded had already left by then.
Well, some of them.
Yeah.
But this game did not actually come out nearly as bad as a lot of people wanted to say it was. Okay. If you want to have just a little cozy thing, either completely solo or with maybe one other person, then you could do that. We could go for high end or for the extreme risk, but nah.
I still enjoyed Joseph Anderson's 3 hours of Fallout 76 features.
You're going into adventure mode because that's a thing, and that big ass bastard, that's way down south, which is not actually in Dixie, much as Dixie would prefer it that way. But then Daisy probably wants that big ass thing in her too, so. So I scrolled this one up to level 16. You could also, if you wanted to, start at level 20, which means rolling over all the content, but you can get to some of the higher risk shit right away.
Yeah.
And if you happen to be the wealthy kind of creature, if you happen to be one of the wealthier sorts, you could go and get a 50 bill, and they'd let you buy it in a little.
Station going on?
Yes, you're hearing the classical radio station. I will turn it down here shortly. I need to. Yeah, I'm probably these sturdy runners that I've got right now. I should probably repair this stuff. And
the radio is overpowering the voices.
It was just me last night, so I didn't care. And it didn't occur to me to do other ones. Over that. One of these. We're good. So. This also. Show you where that is. If you want the actual game menu, you have to go in here to the map and then do this. And actually, funnily enough, I cranked it up because I actually cranked it up last night. Pro radios. Pip-Boy radio.
Maybe down to a quarter.
I'm not sure it needs to go down that. It's half is enough to be able to hear it. A quarter you can't. You really can't.
Okay.
And that's just the niche, and that's unfortunately just the niche. Here's
Well,
my, here's
yeah,
my,
the viewers can now hear what we say after this.
ha!
They weren't hearing you. Yeah, they couldn't hear you when you were talking about having to go through the map to get to the sound
To the
menu.
menu and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we must go into Morgantown. The airport, the thing they've got in here, the event they have here, is actually quite happy. I like it a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, they have a world event that happens. Nice. But there was they've got lots of fun. They've got lots of fun stuff in here, including some pieces from the incidental for Peer Gynt, which includes one of my 5 favorite pieces of classical music ever. Edvard Grieg outdid himself with that one, and that was the Hall of the Mountain King.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like I've listened to the entire musical score of Peer Gynt, and it's like there's 3 notable songs, and the rest just kind of all blur together.
Yeah,
They really are just incidental.
Well,
Because
that part of it is the ones that are actually incidental. The ones that are the ones that feel incidental aren't the ones that were actually part of the incidental music. If I was the composer of the rest of Peer Gynt, I would have been pissed off.
yeah.
I would have, because Grieg absolutely out. The thing is, I honestly could not tell you who it was that did the rest of the music. I don't know. I recognize Grieg's pieces.
Yeah.
But that's it. No wonder I can't find him. I can't find a waypoint marker. Holotape. Holotape.
Yeah, I love Hall of the Mountain King and Anitra's Dance, and I cannot remember the rest of it or the rest of the music.
I don't know. I don't know the. I actually don't know those either. I don't know the names of most of the pieces.
Yeah, but Anitra's Dance is.
Oh, I know exactly which piece you're talking about.
Yeah.
Volunteer responders like you must
And
help
the
stock
other,
our supplies regularly. If any of our
One
caches
Piece
are
songs,
depleted,
the 12 or 20
run into
scores in
racial
there.
trouble.
I can't remember any of them at
Since
all.
this is your first time on patrol, I will walk you through it. First, head to the triage center.
God's sake.
This
Okay.
exercise will take you around the primary Morgantown airport. You want to restock these caches regularly.
Guess what? Guess who's on the wrong side of the river? I'm on the wrong side of the river. I need to be on the other side where the scorched are. I'm pretty sure from my tone of voice you can tell just how excited I am about that. But yeah, the one that with Fallout first, the one thing that drove me had to have Fallout first to get the really good thing, and that was the goddamn refrigerator.
Yeah.
God's forsaken. I'm going, game. Stop now. There's another world event that actually happens here. Right. No idea what that armor mercury or right here. That was oh, I remember why I like it. Because why not? And of course, I like it. Yeah, power armor frames come very good. Actually, only X number of them cracking.
Oh. I did not know those were limited.
Yeah, no, they're limited. Can't make them. You can't make them.
Good work, volunteer.
Well, I always figured it's like they'd be randomly spawned in on characters, on hostile NPCs.
Restock, then head out to the tarmac. Responder Rocky set up in the processing camp in a cargo container. Hey, you are doing good work, volunteer.
Oh.
I
You know
know
what?
it's tough to walk
Go
through the
back.
wounded and just restock shelves, but we need you to do this. Other responders will take care of them. We need people to depend on. If we're all safe, then we can rebuild anything. The
Yeah.
world isn't destroyed, you know.
Yeah.
It just needs our help. Anyway, the next
File.
supply cache has a key, but you'll need to pick it up from Responder Rocky. Just tell him that Kesha as you do patrols.
You know what I would do instead, Kesha?
Now start heading over to the medical center. You want to keep your patrols pretty quick so the responder database doesn't lock you out. We use the processing center to hold food and drink supplies for any new survivors brought back for triage. So, it's real important to keep stocked.
Apparently there was
Been
somebody
such
else around here
chaos
recently.
keeping things well stocked. Since the Scorched... Well, since the bombs. Seems like forever now. Like I used to tell my students, things are always a different kind of tough, and so are you. You only need to be tough enough to make it. But the addendum is, you also need to have resources and support to make it, and nobody can make it entirely
Must
alone.
be a bad enough dude.
Okay. Now, go on to the clinic.
Go to the clinic here in a minute, you bat. See how that one went out too? I was actually able to loot it by remote control. This is a thing that that was considered a bug before, and for reasons I don't think I want to wrap my head around. They've apparently decided to make it a feature.
Of course.
I'm not bitching, Mike.
Because, yeah, it's they decided it was a bug because it helped the player.
Well, no. I'm not even sure it was that. I think it was an actual fucking bug.
Yeah, it's just they decided it's a feature because they couldn't figure out how to fix it without doing too much damage to everything else. Some damage to everything else, that's
here,
normal.
ask the doctors if they have any special supply requests. After that, head over to the control tower for your last stop. As you can clearly see, we need to constantly restock all of these supplies to keep our heads above water. And there's just no signs of it getting any quieter anytime soon. The control tower is on the tarmac, and it's your final patrol stop.
Okay, Kesha,
I'm
I found
so
your
glad we
floating
established
face,
a volunteer
trying to
program.
float face down
Gotten
in
many
ankle-deep
good
water
responder
earlier.
volunteers this way. DASA does
All the way
good
down
work
in
in
Flatwoods. By now everybody should have figured out why I spent so long yesterday getting this, running through the first part of this game. That was so that I could get used to it.
Yeah, because going through a learning process isn't usually quite so exciting. Especially since it's like the beginning danger isn't quite so much to give us wouldn't be quite so much to give us a pine box theater either.
Actually, when I first came out of the vault, you should have been there. No, I needed to get used to needed to get used to playing the game again. Period.
Yeah.
And it's something that everybody knows I've played before. They're going to expect me to. They're going to expect me to know at least something.
That wasn't so hard, right? Miguel has programmed some of the bots to restock these supply caches, but nowhere near the rate that we need.
That's because your tech transfers are slow.
So, the goal is that we pull in volunteers to do at least one patrol for formal advanced training. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. When you log into the responder database, you'll be able to look up additional caches. Thank you for your service, volunteer. And remember, helping others will help yourself.
Kesha, I admire the grift. I do. I love you to pieces, lady, but holy crap, you know how to do
That reminds me, I remember a event in the early days of the 76 where there was it was considered like some sort of like a doing good for the world kind of event.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up giving the reward to everybody everybody in the area except the person who completed it.
That was a
And,
bug, and Bethesda fessed up to it. They refunded the
Yeah.
people. They actually went and found the people that had been affected by said bug and gave them their shit once.
Yeah, but the problem with fixing it is that it's like it's framed as like this doing good for the world thing, and the reward for doing it is actually helping everybody else in the area.
Yeah,
So it
that was
felt like a
actually
legitimate
that was
helping. Yeah,
yes, that was fun.
yeah. It's like
And as Mr.
everyone wanted it
has,
to stay. Everyone wanted it to stay in that state.
Hey, people hang about
Yeah, it's like
after
this is the only time people have been angry at Bethesda for fixing something.
I know, right? They did
Yeah.
fix it. It's not like
Yeah.
they took the shit away from everybody else. But that usually also meant that one person was doing all the work, and they continued to trigger it and cycle through
Yeah.
because it was actually beneficial to everyone.
That is okay, yeah, that is a good point. Where a group of 5 would end up getting 4 times the rewards per person.
All responders report to Morgantown Airport right away. Bring any weapons you can. The Scorched are coming, and there's a lot of them. Please hurry. There's not much time. Chavez out. This message will repeat. We need all hands in the Morgantown.
Yeah, it's like when a person's doing it solo, they definitely wouldn't notice it quite so much.
Alright. Hold on. Captain McDermott is requesting a soil sample kit. Well, you know, a soil sample kit I haven't seen. No, this is the 4th one this time. The 4th one this month, so we can use the current one for a while. And the result of that, by the way, is Mr. Fluffy. I've already met Mr. Fluffy. I can take you to meet Mr. Fluffy. Yes, I can. I can take you to meet Mr. Fluffy. You really got it. Okay. If you really want to see Mr. Fluffy, I can take you to Mr. Fluffy.
It's been a few hours. I can hear them clawing at the door. I locked myself in a storage closet, but I don't think the door opens from the inside.
And it didn't.
It's okay. Everything is okay. Acute stress reaction. Panic and emotional distress. Breathe. Breathe.
Having to plow
I
through the.
guess it's
Having
been
to
24
plow
hours
through
since the attack. The sound of combat has stopped. They're still outside. I have roughly 8 to 10 weeks. Provided source of fluids. Starvation onset within 10 days. Effects of psychological shock are ongoing, but repressed. I can worry about PTSD later.
This lady trapped herself in a closet.
It's been 30 days. 30 nights. Adrenaline has dissipated. I'm so thirsty. I'm so hungry. I still can't unlock the door. her strength. Using energy to bang on the door.
She was unable to admit to anyone else that she was a lesbian.
A source of full nourishment has not been found.
Because they're going to pry this holotape out of her cold dead
No one
hands?
is coming.
Yeah.
No one is coming for me. My friends are all dead. Children were born into this violent world. And they left so violently from it. My God. Never leave. Don't. Feel hungry. Thirsty. No one is coming. First, umbilical, index finger, flex, MP joint. Oh, it hurts. Flex, MP joint. Extend, IP joint. And
She must have. She
muscle.
hands.
Oh, there.
Freaking out there.
There we go.
Probably make another. Okay. I should probably make another sidearm. Because I was stupid. I didn't put a suppressor on this one. Which does not help damage numbers. And I'd be willing to bet that linking is why it doesn't help damage numbers. Does not help my damage output to do that. Glenn? Any ideas?
Now I'm wondering, how much does stealth factor into actual going through areas?
More than you'd think. I've actually managed
Okay.
to get around Scorched. I can get around Scorched easily. Animals, not necessarily so much. But even then, I catch little bastards off guard sometimes.
Yeah, because I imagine, like in Fallout 4, there'd be like perk cards related to like agility or something for extra
There
damage.
are. There are, to the best of my knowledge. But we're not necessarily in a. I'm not necessarily in a position to do that. I think we actually. I know there's supposed to be more of this, more of the. Sutton's always. Ooh, that was a daily quest from yesterday. Either that or it's just a permanent. But she left. But our overseer left a bunch of stuff. Left a bunch of stuff and things and stuff. Including some of her journals. We have not yet got that far.
Oh yeah, she left behind writings on her quest for the menthols and milk.
Yeah. I know, right? Is the air raid siren going apeshit?
Now I'm thinking flying fortresses would be prime whale bait. Sorry to. I don't know how long to fill this dead space.
Okay, this is okay. I am now sorted out.
Alright.
That's somebody. I got a call from somebody who could call back a little bit. But that was
Yeah. This air raid is making me think selling flying fortresses would be prime whale bait.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because now I'm wondering, it's like, what if the air raid actually caught a like a Brotherhood flying fortress?
Oh shit! Where did I get that? That's not a blunderbuss. Blunderbusses are rifles, bitch. This is the one I just made. Somebody over there, somebody around here somewhere is having a freak out. I need to figure out who they are.
Yeah, blunderbuss is now making me think, like, if I were ever in
One
charge
more.
of running a Fallout project, I actually would include the ability to make the Slamfire buyback gun. Which is the gun that's just a pipe on a bit of 2x4 that people would use to scam buyback government buyback programs that technically can fire a bullet.
Attention responders. Carlobot is now on final approach.
The Fallout universe would be a prime setting for it's like actually making and using one of those.
Whoa, 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 boom. Knock your shit off. That shit. Hey, dude, you officially scare me now. No, I'm not gonna. Well, put my weapon down for right now. I am sure as hell not.
Wait, why did that dance animation worry you? I don't think any fire any
No
bullets
bullets
from
are
fire.
actually coming out of that. However, I've seen way too many people in my day walking around like that. Walking around is not like that exactly, but in similar ways.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's nothing. I pulled almost, and I pulled very, very. Now, I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Thank you. He gave me presents.
Oh, nice.
I'm not I'm not joining this time. So he left me. So he left me presents.
Ah.
Okay. Because I had actually intended. I made the extra weapon. Come in here and. Fuck, dude. No, I've seen too many people screwing around with firearms in my day to be at
Yeah.
all comfortable watching something like that, even in a video.
Right.
Especially when they
So it's
Bethesda
just-
turned it into a bloody emote.
Yeah, so more just triggered a gut reaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I hate to say, yo, dude, it's trigger warning, but
No, but it's
I don't want to be that
really-
guy. You know?
No, it's much more Bethesda irresponsibility.
I would agree, both in theory and in practice, but
Yeah.
people scare me.
Yes.
Talking about. Already got the reward for that. So fuck. Okay, game. You know what? Did they set it off again? Is that what happened? They triggered it again. They're farming it.
Oh,
That's what it sounds
sounds
like.
about right.
But they're
What
actually
else is
farming
there to
this
do in
event.
this thing?
They're farming the event.
Yeah. Of course.
What farm? Whilst I have no whilst I have no problems with taking the event, this also explains why there haven't been so many people around, or not. There haven't been so many as many scorchers I'm used to seeing. Let me tell you, this neighborhood is lousy with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, somebody's farming it. You know what? You stand clear. I'm out. Oh, wait.
Out of curiosity, does Fallout 76 have bandits? Or are both zombies and bandits replaced by just scorched?
You're talking about the Raiders?
Yeah, raiders.
It does now. It used to be there were no when the game first released, there were no humans at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, check out all this work we didn't do. That was the
Yes.
meme.
Yes.
I am not awaiting the cargo drop. Because quite frankly, if you want to drop cargo at me, I'm going to go completely the other direction and have nothing more to do with you.
Yeah.
Especially if you're planning on doing that especially if you're planning on doing that shit in or near my shoes.
Actually, that's just reminded me of Russian Badger's one of Russian Badger's battlefield videos where he and his friends kept getting killed by supply drops.
Okay. I have to admit, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna cross the water here myself. I take a few rats. Because I have a bunch of Rad-X on me. Not Rad-X, Radaway. And
Yeah.
I've got a metric crap ton more of it in the stash.
Of course, it's also great with Russian Badger because he is really good at getting comedically pissed off.
Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah.
I don't do that nearly as well. Level 10, that's a level 10. 1, 2, 1, 2. I will put that one on, even though I made this one myself.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that explains a lot. That's the Power Armor chassis. That's the one I already have. This.
Yeah, despite power armor being limited, it still feels like every Fallout 76 player gets one.
Well, see, there's a couple places you can actually farm them if you're patient.
Yeah.
Because every place they spawn can be camped.
Yeah.
Okay, now I remember exactly why it is I made the stealth version. Now I know why I made the stealth version. Okay.
Oh.
I made two.
Why was that?
I made another version of the. I made a base 10mm here a little bit ago. Go with the stealth version that I have already. Protect uranium extractors! No. Shall not. Ask me again, I shall taunt you a second time. Oh, yeah, bot racing. Having spring of 78, they never did actually. Actually, no, they did. No, they didn't. They can't have. Because the world went, the bombs eventually went down, came down, tits eventually at the same time went up, and that was in October of 70. Okay, quick tip. Ghouls in this game follow the same rules, very same rules, as zombies elsewhere. If you make a big amount of noise, they are going to come and find you. And they will want to eat your face because you were rude and woke them up from whatever nap they were having. This pub is actually a very nice place. I'm gonna top up the caps. And I don't remember that structure, like, at all. I don't know anything about it.
Oh.
But with the set of power armor I have, I can't put armor on it for a while longer. But I scrapped. It don't even be that much longer. I don't think about it. I don't. That's why. Aren't so many places. Start with cancellation. Okay. I see. Train yard. That's right, folks. This is a train yard with a side order of scorch.
So not terribly different from the average abandoned train yard.
Now, let me get something out here. Let me show you guys something. Okay. The very first piece of power armor, the very first unit of power armor you get is right here. It is also the one most frequently farmed. So you have been warned. You may have to swap servers around and do other similar shifty things, which generally means you're going to wind up in and out of this place quite a lot. Having determined that murdering everything is a good idea, but there's a power armor frame with 3 random pieces of power of the actual armor on board. When I got mine, it had 3 units of T-51B, which was in condition A, which was absolutely in condition AFU, which I then scrapped. And the power armor pieces are easy to come by. The frames are the problem.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You can't make frames unless they change something. You don't get to make power armor frames. Now, the only reason I came into this train yard at all, just so we get this in the brain, in the mighty brain pad. Brain pad of mightiness is so that we can get. It's so I can show you where that was. I know everybody in there, fracking dog has shown you where that is, and I think I've even done that a couple of times. I think I've even done that once. Back when the game was still new.
Yeah.
And Jim Sterling had yet to go completely round the belly bollocks. Had yet to go ape shit, and he was firmly of the opinion of garbage. I didn't have that many problems with it. The problem I had was people 3 days into the game who had found a way to generate a mod that would give them like 500 times XP.
Right.
So we had people. I was seeing coming out right near Vault 76 people in people level 50, level 60.
Yeah.
And I remember clearly thinking, who the fuck are you people? And why for you cheat? And why for you cheat in a multiplayer game? If you want to cheat in a single player game, I take no issue.
Well, they didn't really cheat per se. They just modded their
ideal experience.
Multiplayer copy of Fallout 4. Because that's what those cheats really are. They're Fallout 4 mods ported over to 76.
You. Shut up and die, you prick. Wow. That's right, folks. You can loot the nearby corpses. Yes, I know I'm over encumbered. Carrying more weight than I should be, and you're all mad at me. You know what I say to that? What do you think I say to that? Sarah Lynn?
I don't know what you say.
Fuck you, game. I'll fix it when I'm damn good and ready. if I ever feel like it. Okay. Storage. Not gonna. Okay. They also changed the interface for this one. Actually, which is the thing that I found irritating. I have not purchased that. I haven't purchased that version of the weapon workbench. However, this one's kind of cool. I like this one. Oh wait, that's because it's like fucking nostalgic all the way back to Fallout 3. Don't want that. Armor workbench. Camp station. Definitely don't need that. Tanker bench for making ammo. What do you have weapons bench? Well, water purifier. That will help matters. Shit. Really? Okay, fine. You're gonna be like that. Or just, I actually have to wonder how much they went for that one. I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah.
I have so many questions. Oh. Put this out if I really want to. Oh. Minus 25% fall damage. The only reason I'm still carrying this particular pellet trap.
Yeah.
But if I want that mod, if I want a shot at that mod for the cushion mod, I'm gonna have. It actually has to have a condition of at least 1%. The more the better. In a moment, I must ask why I keep just carrying. Do I not have the shit for it? Potential. Yeah, it won't give me. It doesn't give me the option of workbench repair, which means I probably don't have what I need. Once something. Bugs. Because there's another armor bench. Chemistry station. First off, let's scrap the junk. And that. That one's actually in really good shape. That can go. That can go. Grip. That means, does that mean it's going to give me, it's going to bruise my hand if I use it?
If it doesn't, you need to increase the barrel size.
Something. I'm telling you. Okay. Plus 50% damage while cloaked. And that is definitely a sidearm. Blunderbuss is by the blunderbuss and the arquebus were rifle type things. Oh, okay. Be honest. They're not actually that either. They are a shotgun. Okay. Short hunting rifle. Align stock. I need that. You know what I need is a proper stock for the damn thing. Not this. This is a stock. It is just a little. It's just a little tail, like that one. Okay. Armor. Modifications. See if I can actually get my extant rifle up to speed.
Right.
What? No, that one's fine. Don't worry about it. This is my good hunting rifle, level 10. I probably make another one. Receiver. I want. Well, that's bullshit. See. Aha! We do have a proper stock for it. Good. If I can't make one. Because I'm out of duct tape.
Right.
Okay. Right. Speed weapons. Yeah, I can only make it to level 10. Fine. And actually, this is probably our best time to level up and then level up, pack it up, and then, well, no, I'm gonna. This one I'm gonna take it in turns. For the nuts. Hydro fix. Cans restore thirst. Don't do it. Started. Nice. Ooh. Perfect. That's exactly what I need right now. One more level up, which I'm going to expend. No. This is a bad idea. That cuts the way of the food. No place that I have hacker, armor, or gunsmith. Because I'm not going anywhere without them. At least if I am, I'm not going to get far. Yeah. Last year to right away. I give this poor girl some freaking water because that's a thing. Got it. Those are actually high protein. Probably should have waited. That. Oh, cool. That's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. That explains all of the things. Oh, no. That's different. It was from earlier. I want to go... Over 13,000 units. Oh, these guys have got plans too. Probably wanting way more than they're worth, but they probably want tons more than those things. But then there's sometimes you just gotta. You can't. There are some things you can't get for love or money. Wow,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Please be a good friend for me.
Hello, Miss Ellie. Bender. This guy has put his. This guy's. As one of the things I'm finding is that people are putting a metric shit like a ha. They're putting in a whole lot of effort. They tend to want to put on a whole bunch of effort to make their camps as pretty as possible. Eh? Wow. Oh, that's cheap. What do we got? Let me see. What have we got? Electrify Mr. Hansky Buzz Blade. He's got two of them. Fox. Combat torso. That would actually be, that would be nice to have. And that's actually a pretty good price for it, but nice. Ultra sight armor. It's actually, if I remember right, those are power armor. Those are the power armor. Vault 63. Riot control helmet burnt. And then the nut burnt. Oh no, that's the outfit. Okay. Come on. Come on. Let's do this. Something more in a weapon. 500. And this guy is selling way under. Selling well short of. Well, most of it I don't see anything in here he's selling for more than half of its stated value.
Right.
Or if there is not much more. Oh, I'm sorry. That was this. Ground presidential desk. Love it. 400 is compared to 1,000. 1,000. What? Got junk? Got no junk. Searing heavy sharp rocket sledgehammer. Nice. If I was even remotely interested in a strength build, I'd be doing it. Those serums are but that's all you've got. That's all you've got today. Yeah. Although that is supposed to be creepy as fuck. Perhaps if I was looking at it with something else, if I was just staring at it, I would be a little concerned.
Right.
And now I know why I didn't remember that structure. That's ooh, warehouse set up right nearby. Right. Oh. There. Good. Of those. Well, all these traps out. Oh shit. somebody took the armor off and left the frame, which is okay. The frame will be a good thing. Yeah.
Right.
As soon as it decides it's going to do whether or not it's going to do the animation. It might not. I don't know. 6 one half does the other. I'm
Yeah.
on a 2-hour time slot, and I'm gonna have to do the other. I won't be able to extend this play any longer because if I remember right, somebody's following me up. Guess what I am? I'm stuck.
Oh.
So, the only way to unstick myself is to swap servers. And the fastest way to do that. This is also something if you want to make an attempt to reset the world. This is a way to do that too. So if you're not seeing a thing that you were looking for, and you think maybe that by swapping that resetting things a bit maybe would be of value to you in terms of respawn, as in I'm an impatient bastard and I want to shoot my way through everything. That's what we're talking about. This is the way to do that. Because once you leave one server, the chances of you finding your way back to it or anybody else that you've talked, anybody else that was on that server is pretty much zero. It's all entirely random. The other thing you can do, if you want to be a complete bitch, if you want to be a complete ass, and you can do this. Simple. To do this, if you got somebody that's creating problems for you, you can report them, sure, and you probably should. Because enough of that and somebody's going to say, okay, you know what, fuck it. Knock your shit off. But what you do is you block them, which doesn't stop them from coming after you until you swap servers.
Right.
And then the chances of you ever finding that fucker ever finding you again go from, well, kinda maybe to good luck. I've had to, in the few hundred hours I have spent playing this game,
Yeah, what's happened in the few hundred hours?
I've had exactly one person find me again.
Oh.
Exactly one.
How did the reunion go?
Huh?
How did that reunion go?
At that point, been months since I had seen him last. He'd been hunting for me for that length of time, And I wasn't even on the same character. I remembered his ass though.
Yeah. How did you know he'd been hunting you?
Huh?
How did you know he had been hunting for you?
Huh? He finally recognized my name.
Oh.
He recognized my name and started, yeah, I found you, you little bastard. And unfortunately for him, a Fat Man launcher is still a thing in this game.
Yeah.
I had one and about 15 bombs, 15 rounds.
Yeah.
I nuked his shit till it glowed. Then blocked him. And then told him to get fucked.
Yeah.
But when he got back up, he started. I don't wanna. He swore he told me he was going to report me. For grief.
Yeah. Of course he would.
I did actually hear about that report. He had actually filed it. I had blocked it. I had blocked him and bailed off into another server like a good little feller.
Yeah.
Dulces. Mama Dulces has other issues aside from being a place that makes fun of me. But I had actually swirled together some evidence for the stalking.
Yeah.
One of us lost his account. And was permanently banned from participating in Fallout 7, as well as Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
Yep.
Interesting.
Because when he had actually, I had actually been actively recording for a video.
Yeah.
During his first go round.
Yeah.
Wherein he had all kinds of vulgar things to say about my character.
Yeah.
Not just vulgar things to say, but even more vulgar things that he wanted to do to her.
Yeah. Of course.
No, I moved the bar. The door is no longer barred. Why can I not open the fucking door? Yeah, that first suit, that first power armor frame, that's kind of that's the easiest one to get. That's the one everybody goes for. The one in there.
Yeah.
It's going to make you work for your gamer score, but it does work. You can get there from it.
Right.
That's it. Shit. Okay. Yeah, there are swords. Oh, if you've been tasked to find something in the wild, we're going to have issues if you swap servers around. The 3 responder, caches around the train yard. That's a thing.
Yeah, on my end, I accidentally managed to narrow down what was going wrong with a couple mods. And, yeah, it was some, basically just needed to delete a couple.
Oh, you talking about Fallout 4?
Yeah, Fallout 4 modding.
Well, I had to do the same.
Yeah.
What got me, and maybe this is just being a shit, and it's not being particularly, and not being particularly patient.
Yeah.
And maybe I've actually on something. Either one of these. But I seem to recall the extended character editor being compatible. This is Skyrim. Let's make this. Let me make myself clear.
Yeah.
The extended character editor and extended character editor, excellent. The lovely skeleton that got made and race menu were compatible. Guess what? The XMP skeleton requires race menu, and race menu and ECE have decided that they hate one another to such a degree that they only let your fucking game start. That's a thing. But a lot of the mods, some of the mods that I generally use, rely on ECE.
So they decided to start conflicting with each other?
Oh yeah. I don't know what.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know who did what to who for how many cookies, but they need to figure their cookies out. Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, that a shame.
Work out your issues. I remember a time where the early parts of the game, I somehow remember a time where the early parts of the game you could actually hang out in the starting areas for a while. Okay. You could actually find to talk to. You could actually find stuff that kill.
Yeah.
Now not. Anybody that doesn't know why I'm doing why I'm up to what I'm doing, rather than straight for White Springs, probably hasn't been paying very much. Right now, I'm looking for a work. I don't even care what work it is. Camp is further away than this place. Alright. Scrapping all the junk. No, I'm not talking about Scrappy-Doo.
The different kind of junk.
Yeah. Well, I don't need that. I have a tactical shotgun that will work just as well or better. And I need to take my stupid ass and work it. Not want to play with Mama Dolce right now. I'll have to go back. I'll have to go in there later.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. Hostile target identified.
Thank you very much. There's more critters around Well, up under there, if this is what if I remember this correctly, and I might not, but I'm pretty sure that up under here is a Chinese super secret spy base. First time I saw it, I actually stumbled over it. I had no idea it might even be there. I was trying to get back up and around the building, and the building said, "Hey, come check this out." Can I get in there? Get in here from there? I don't know. Might want to try it. I tried it, and I regretted it because I got my shit pushed in instantly. I did. I got my shit pushed.
On a side note regarding one of the mods, turns out I had correctly diagnosed the problem, so now now all of the men in my Fallout 4 had not pulled the fire alarm on Peter Venkman.
Ah, what a magnificent place this once was. The very epicenter of learning here in Appalachia. Truly, nothing is as valuable as a good education. It certainly will. And not just for the rebuilding of structures, machines, and other scientific and technological pursuits.
Of course, thanks to Fallout. The script extender updating 2 days ago. I'm gonna have to do another reinstallation of connected mods.
Yep.
Oh, hello, Evie. Sorry I missed you.
Evie!
So, what brings you to hallowed halls of Vault-Tec University, searching for knowledge?
For you.
Foraging for supplies? Or perhaps some secret mission you can't talk about? Not only have I seen her, we had a pleasant conversation just a short while ago. She went inside the school. I do hope she's safe.
Thank you for your time.
Certainly. It was a pleasure.
This was our next stop for the overseer. He was coming here. Also, it is in this area we find the recipe for Nukashine.
How are you doing, well, Evie? Yeah, I'm relaxing.
Doing okay. I have to make a phone call. I have to do a couple things after I'm finished here. You guys are welcome to hang out here for the next 10 minutes or so. Depending on the answers I get in the next, when I go looking things up after the live stream, I may be in the Gamer Grounds right away, or I may be back in an hour or so. So, hour, maybe 2.
So Schrodinger's Croca Squirrel is both in a good state and not in a good state until things get resolved.
The waveform will collapse probably about 10 minutes after stream.
Yeah.
I can predict when it will. I can predict when the waveform will collapse.
Yeah.
I just can't predict in which way it will collapse.
Yeah.
Bitch. Be sure a radiated ass away from there. Ooh! The fly requisitions for the U.S. government. Those things come in handy, but if I remember right, it's not so much. Bandana. Doggy food. A red bandana. Okay. This guy's supposed to look like a Boy Scout. He doesn't.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I have stim packs coming out of my ears. You know what else I have running around? Kind of elsewheres. And that's that its contents. Why not?
All you need now is a pain medication addiction. Start taking stim packs recreationally.
Yeah, no. Actually, when I got to the Overseers camp on my original server, somebody dropped almost 100 super stim packs. Yeah, Spurs is dead, and there's a question. That's right, that's what I said. This looks like it was here looks like it was actually a registration fair or something similar. At one point. Not cakes. I wanted a little while ago.
Now I'm picturing a Fallout 76 player. The character is taking a super stim pack, then he starts lifting weights.
See, that thing, that would be funny.
Yeah.
Alright, our overseer is it. Hello, Mario. Sorry, but our princess is in a different castle. Our overseers went to Vault-Tec University. A second time. She's actually a graduate from this torture chamber. She is. She's a graduate. That hairball Yuki's wearing, I'll show it to you here. I'll show it to you properly here in a second. With her hair all bunched up in the back?
Yeah.
That one actually
a hair
came out
bun.
of, what?
Oh, a hair bun.
No, it's not a bun.
Or, oh, let's see.
That is not a standard hairstyle.
The stealth shotgun.
I prefer to think of it as the Resident Evil. The Resident Evil. Because that's the tactics. Those are the tactics I'm using right now. That being said, I'm gonna have to wrap this up here in a minute.
Identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
Protectron is going to lose its face here in a little while. No gaming on the terminal at any times. Okay, whatever.
I don't care. I'm still going to run Doom on this.
Actually, I have a copy of Nuka Tapper in my stash. And if you don't get if you get out, there's only one place to get it, and that's in Vault 76.
Yeah.
And if you leave that first room, if you leave Vault 76, or even really go out into Vault 76, before you have your copy of Nuka Tapper, you have no one to blame but yourself. It's in your frickin' room. You have been informed. I do not want to hear later that some poor fool, your character is permanently prevented from playing Nuka Tapper. Or at least you playing Nuka Tapper for her. I'd be willing to get some, at least some of you can guess where you're going to find my sympathy. Do you know, Len?
I'd be more surprised that somebody would have a craving to play Nuka Tapper.
I agree, but that's not the point. They're 100% completionists, basically, all the fracking time. And I have no patience.
The 100% completionists. I just pity them for wanting to 100% Fallout 76.
I'm not even sure. I'm not entirely sure it's possible. But
Yeah.
they want to be able to do it all, experience it all, and something like that would be definitely a way to do that. It would be a way to do that. Getting all the magazines and the bobbleheads and
Yeah.
the little video games.
The
That's
map-wide
okay.
scavenger hunt.
I don't actually even object to playing scavenger hunt, but I've had people come to me whining. I can't find Nuka Tapper. Where is it? It's in your room in Vault 76. But I can't go back there. And you should have been paying.
You started your
attention
scavenger hunt too late.
Well, no, he thought he actually checked it.
Huh.
Ah, yes. Testing vault, or the training vault. There's a training vault and a testing vault, and you have to be able to deal with both. Actually, I think, no, it's actually the same critter. It's just that for some folks, some folks are being trained. Other people are being tested. Which is subject to question. Simulation vault entrance. But if you are an overseer, one of the things there. Failure, total loss of life. You have to come up with something new and original for Vault Tech to so that the old Vault Tech can inflict that on other people. No plans available. System awaiting setup instructions. Yes, no. The overseers that are being trained here, overseer scientists, those fuckers that are being trained in this place, are using this object. They're the ones that are have to come up with their own experiments. The prospective overseers for whatever instance. Right. And apparently the rules for the pass-fail rules are something kind of awkward and weird. Okay, so Actually, we're a little over time now. I will be back in the Gamer Grants later, I think, to play some more before we start the Bill O'Dama show. That'll be fun. That'll be in film and TV probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock my time. Probably closer to 3. So, yeah, a little less than 4 hours from now. So, I am not 100% sure of what the next one was supposed to be up next. This is actually on the schedule. No, I wasn't the last one. Okay, if you go hunt down a guy called Dad Flaps, he's playing rhythm games now for the same charity. So, and that's something he started just a few minutes ago. So maybe go run that down, because I didn't actually get the. I don't have any message for. I don't have a message that says whether he's gone live or not. Actually, give me a second. Are you live? No.
Huh.
He is not live. So, man. Alright, either way, I got a couple of things I gotta do. I gotta get that waveform to collapse, and I'll be back later. Definitely be back tomorrow with something. So, between now and the next time we see you, be safe and be sane.
And AAA devs, please start iterating on game design again. Stop resting on laurels.
They have to have laurels first, especially if you're uber shit. You do.
Yeah, well, they've been sitting on well, it's like they had laurels, but they've crushed them to death with their butts.
Yeah, obliterating with laurels bad. All right, folks. See ya.